Spirits maker Suntory teaming up with the Eurasia Group and G0 Media to create a Sustainability Leaders Council with the goal of creating an agenda for governments and companies to create a more sustainable world. Suntory Holdings CEO Tak Ninami will be co-hosting a virtual event summit for later this month. He joins us now. Tak, it's great to have you back on. So as I understand, the goal is to promote sustainability efforts in Asia. How does Asia stack up on this front with corporate efforts on sustainability relative to the U.S. and Europe?
Yes, I believe Asia has been left out in the discussions of the rulemaking for sustainability in the world. Asia, including India and China, is the biggest greenhouse gas emitter in the world. But it's not in the discussion of all rulemaking, and we definitely eliminate Asia as a leading force for change within the climate and the sustainability discussions. So with the Eurasia Group led by Jan Bremer, we'd like to bring in global leaders for the discussion to talk about the Asian issues and let the world to know how important Asia in this sustainability efforts.
It sounds like a good thing, Tak. I know that you have been front and center and have joined us a few times on some sustainability efforts. Your industry, in particular, though, is one of the highest offenders when it comes to water usage in production of beer and wine and spirits, in packaging, whether it's plastics or glass production, in transportation, making certain spirits in some countries and having to ship them. So how much progress have you made, and do you think you're being successful at all in turning around that image?
I definitely believe we've been progressing, but what we have to do is to demonstrate we are advancing toward the at least the goals of 2030 by showing what we did and what we could not do. Honesty to the world and society. And in the area of plastics and water conservation and replenishing, we've been advancing and like to bring in more parties to resolve issues, especially in Asia.
Tak, I wanted to pivot and ask what you are experiencing at the moment in terms of supply chain issues as a company based, obviously, in Asia. I know you have a lot of manufacturing itself in the U.S., but for some of the other items like the Japanese whiskies, how difficult is it to get your products into the U.S. at the moment?
It's really concerning. The business is very good in the world, even including Japan, where we lift the state of the emergency. The issue is we've got a lot of orders, but we can't ship out our goods because of the supply chain issues. And I'm so much concerned about the Christmas time.
What's it going to mean for consumers? Higher prices, shortages? How are we going to feel it around the holidays?
We can raise prices, but we have to see the situation if things will be easing or not, and we can't pass on to consumers in terms of pricing so easily. But more or less, we'd like to increase prices if this situation continues. But we have to explain why to consumers.
Try and keep Hibiki around $70, $75 for us if you can. Not too much more
Those
expensive.
Japanese whiskeys are so expensive.
I know.
Already shortages,
not sure
before the shortages.
Now, because of the supply-demand, I'm afraid, but we can't supply enough. But thanks to the great, passion for our products. But I'd like to not to, price hike, and I'd like to keep the price as much as it is now.
I also wanted to ask about some new products that are doing particularly well for you, I think in Japan, which are some of these lemon-spiced, lemon-flavored products. How are they doing, and do you see them coming to the U.S.?
Yeah, so we are making that plan with the Boston Beer, who is our great partner for this space. So sooner or later, we'd like to bring in more interesting products for U.S. consumers.
Thanks so much for joining us, Tak. Much appreciated.
Thank you.